Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Brett Geeves, Round 5 was A.S.T. show and Ludicrous Spate of 50M Penalties threatens to derail AFL season. It is a shame that the hottest topic at the completion of Round 5 is again the umpiring. Unfortunately, the current inconsistencies plaguing the in-game management of umpire dissent are the worst aspect of the game, far worse even than North Melbourne, who are a certainty for a priority pick, and Port Adelaide, who seem to have forgotten they're an AFL team. Do you remember my concept for a weekly AFL game show? You are set a Squid Game-inspired task should you not correctly select, throughout the duration of the round, which rule the umpires are having a particular focus on without the AFL communicating it to the players, coaches, and fans. For those still alive in Round 5, it was umpire dissent, with a deceptive angle on the raising of arms as a red flag of rage. If you look at the footage below, however, you will find that on all but one occasion, the opening raising of arms was performed in a non-aggressive act of frustration to sit alongside a dialogue with the umpire, which isn't really what this whole push towards umpire harmony and respect was created for. A push, I might add, that is well supported. It was implemented to stop the rage, the swearing, the overt displays of tantrum level, mouth guard removing, spit flying, toys out of the pram, fence jumping rage that we've seen from years past, but not in the last few weeks, which is what makes the tightening of the umpire abuse rules now even more confusing. C. Harris Andrews, paid a 50M penalty for using non-threatening body language. Arms out is 50, mate, says umpire Andrew Stevens to Harrison Andrews. As an aside, the use of mate in the context above is as condescending as it is inappropriate from an official of the game. If you want respect from the players, call them by name. The above is code for I have more power than you, F.O. Now see George Hewitt, not a 50M penalty for moving angrily in the direction of the umpire like an eagle in full flight. And yes, they are the anger veins popping out of his neck. A 50M penalty against Hewitt for putting his hands out would have been handy on a weekend. It was made clear it was definitely something to be penalised. Some kind of comeback from Port even if it just fell short. Can it kickstart the season from 0 to 5? Or too little too late? pic.twitter.com/YBHPY5Z, John Ralph, at Ralphie Heraldson, April 17, 2022. Now see Hawthorn players, 50M for pointing at the replay screen on the scoreboard as a way of assisting their verbal dialogue with the non-officiating umpire, surrounding the legitimacy of a nightmare call that went against their team. Now see, in your mind, any player appealing for a deliberate out-of-bounds call. They line up in appeal like Glenn McGrath bowling back-to-back reverse swinging pad thumpers to Inzamam ul Haq in Pakistan. Round 5 was a mess. I'm not talking your new cute puppy cocking his cute little leg for a cutesy pee-pee on your kitchen tiles type of mess. I'm thinking slinging adult feces all over your lounge room walls level of mess. And it could completely derail the season unless the AFL have clear and concise future interpretations delivered to the umpiring ranks, clubs, coaches, players, and then the media for fan benefit, by the beginning of the next round. An apology wouldn't hurt either, because as a fan, this round was impossible to watch. The game can't be adjudicated in this way. If arms out is 50, mate has come by way of chief suit wearer, Brad Scott, or some other overpaid administrator who no doubt cashes in on the fact you can take 15x 15-minute breaks if you are a smoker, but you can't take 2 coffee breaks as a non-smoker, delivering a mandate to the umpires that they needed to ramp up the level of extreme control over player behaviors, in particular arm raising, but hasn't told the players, coaches, or clubs that a significant shift was coming. Then I'll need to trademark my game show concept. More importantly, and most dangerous to the fabric of the game, we have a genuine problem with the way the game is being administered. Someone should be sacked for that. The easiest part of Brad Scott's job is communicating the key decisions. It is one email, using the BCC function to protect individual privacy, whilst not using exclamation marks or other accepted shorthand text like emoji. If he, or his administrative assistant, aren't up to it, then the job is not for him. As we've seen from round 5, the damage of poor communication processes can be profound. The AFL has lost the entire fan base and all the game's greats who make commentators and social media users. I don't believe this is a couple of rogue umpires who have taken ownership of enforcing stricter interpretation to save the level of respect the broader umpiring fraternity receives in the game via their own whistles and the